Together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Bills and the Eagles, and it's all up next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look... Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The 40. Chris Claybrooks. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller. On first down, Davison. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And this will be a gain of... it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And it's a fumble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Davison. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a first. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Allen. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there. And Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 16 carries, 68 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. He's going to have the first down and then some. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Hunt is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Kareem Hunt with career touchdown number 70. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
He's going deep for Brown. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Holding offense.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Here's Allen to throw it. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Allen to throw once more. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. The Bills at 13-2 on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet, but ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Open man right side is Sharp. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And meanwhile, Allen's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Allen setting up the screen for Cook. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. These 2 teams all tied after 1. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive to last into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, DeVonta Smith. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Operating from the gun, Davison. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Throwing on first down, Davison. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player, and it appears to be DeVonta Smith who's having some problems here. But not what you want to see this late in the season. The medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And this is caught by Watkins. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Aaron Siposs on to punt as he'll get this one away now. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. As we find ourselves in Week 17, he's already well over the 1,000-yard mark. So there's no pressure there. We'll just see where this final tally ends.
And I love what you just talked about there. There's no pressure. There's pride, right? So the higher he can take that number and rank with his peers, everyone wants to be number one. He wants to post that number like a good golfer, right? Post the best score and go to the clubhouse and kick back and see if anyone can match it.
Well, and he's the go-to guy here out wide. We'll see what they can do with him in this game. Defensively, they have a big challenge on their hands. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner. Knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Allen going to throw. Cook makes the catch on the out route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Allen now looks to throw. 20! And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Allen again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. To the air, Allen. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Bills take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing to start the drive. Davison, flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw on 2nd down, Davison. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. On 3rd down, it's Gainwell. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Here's Aaron Sipas now. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Taken at the 37. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills going to take over now late in this 1st half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's Allen. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Touchdown, Bills. DJ Chark, 54 yards. And the Bills are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half. Bass on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this 1st half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the 1st half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the 2nd half. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Davison. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. To throw again, Davison steps away to his left. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taking in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive,
and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Bills have recovered. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run behind center with Gainwell. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll try and run for it with Gainwell. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Bills ready to take over. They got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Allen off the play fake. He's going deep for Brown. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now here's the option play going left. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And now out come the Bills.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They run again on first down. Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They run it again with Cook. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
Back to the ground, Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A give running right, Gibson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you
touchdown, Philadelphia!
Quez Watkins, 48 yards. And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. And it'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Elliott on for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field.
You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Throwing to start the drive. Davison, and that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Throwing again. Davison, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners.
Touchdown! Marquise Brown with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year.
And the Bills extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Davison dancing to his left.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone.